shift over.
No be RPG be that. I waited to call that thing. I know some of you felt like Asari was just showing off. Me, I'm seeing beyond that. I'm just trying to see beyond Asari's display and see men harmed. And then going back. This one is just Asari's group. Oh. There's Tom Tompolo. I've been a government Tompolo. I take a Tom. Oh. There's I take a Tom. There's a government Tompolo. All these people, they have their own ready-made army with war machines. Even though some of you will be like, why are they not using it to fight? Don't worry. I'm just saying now that in context, the Fulani terrorists, they play with guns. I implore you to go and watch that documentaries, okay? Their children are not being trained to school. In fact, it is so bad that they said, and I mean, if an average Fulani who is trained to hold gun doesn't see anything bad. For example, if they walk into town now and they see food, an average nomadic Fulani is said to believe that he could go there and take the food. So if he takes the food and you go after him and say, hey, stop, don't drop the food, he can bring out the gun and shoot you. Because why are you saying he shouldn't? Why are you saying that he has to pay for it? He wasn't trained. This is how bad, though. They said, since he wasn't trained to buy things, he can take it. He believed that he should take whatever he wants. Now, the Fulani warlord, they talk amo. So all of that, they should put it on the government who abandoned them. Now, the Abandoned People Association, now them, they terrorize Nigeria now. Abandoned People Association of the Northern Nigeria. So they have the weapons. If they say war, they are already fighting the war. They are fighting fighting with the indigenous people, aren't they? So they have the weapons. Do you want to talk about Boko Haram? These are the people who have the capacity to break into the prison and free their own leaders, and none of them is ever arrested or shot. They have the weapons. So if you all remember the Niger Delta of yore, Niger Delta of old, change. If you go to that same Port Harcourt, go to all those creeks everywhere, despite the fact that they did the amnesty and they handed over their weapons, or more, nobody get deceived though. If it breaks out tomorrow, they can still hold their ground though. Have you seen the ESN volunteers for you? The first time they were shown in public. Have you seen them? Aha. Those ones are also ready. If the whole thing turn red for real, they can hold their ground too. At least they can. In Yorubaland. I'm not trying to make us look bad because they said many of us prefer to be diplomatic. Guess what? When that conversation popped up earlier, they said if anything happened in Nigeria today, for example, so what's Yorubas go do? Yorubas go just say, hey, John Toriolo. You know why? They said because Yorubas have a leverage that there is no part of Nigeria, any region in Nigeria today that doesn't have a lot of their people in Yorubaland. They say Yorubas will use that as a leverage and say, wait, so we know the fact they deceive ourselves. I wish the people they killed in our war were able to say, hey, John Toriolo, please, in the name of John Toriolo, Baba call me, Joe, Baba call me, Baba, Joe, Baba call me, John Toriolo, Joe, found my ile, I wish they could do that. That is not how it works. So, Mayogun, what are you saying right now? That Yorubas too should go and buy gun and all of that? Yes, that's what I'm saying. You know why? It is out of a cowardice for any political office holder in Yorubaland as we speak today, if they want to be sincere and honest, there is nothing holding them to go the Zamfara route, not until we become a Zamfara, because that's the journey. That is the journey. In Zamfara today, they have legalized guns. So if they say make you no go buy guns, can we start with the group they call the Amotekun, Amotonyon, Amotekun, as they say, Amotoron, Amojeku. You see, people give me names and sometimes they just kind of play in my head. Sorry if that sounds kind of crude. It is Sunday Sermon, remember? It is a no holds barred segment or session on Mayegun's Diary Political. And I'm sorry if that sounded a little bit hard. Give Amotekun the right, as they have the law that established them, give them the right to carry the better weapons, as they are supposed to be the Yoruba army. Have you thought about that? I know Yorubas just want to do faji. We just want to do our Owambe every Friday. We just want to drive from Ekiti to Akure to go and party and then return back 4 a.m. in the morning, drunk. Even the driver is drunk, but with the spirit of, we go get home. We go reach house. That's what Yorubas just want to do. Yeah? Marry, marry, they say merry making, make some money, and once you make small money as a Yoruba man, you can go and enjoy it, marry another wife if you can afford that, build a house and celebrate it, call Oshupa and Paso, let them play opposite each other and abuse themselves while you dance. That's what Yoruba man want to enjoy. And that is why it is so painful when you say break up Nigeria, where Lagos Abobakus, who has been dreaming for a day, he himself is going to be a PA, SA to the councillor of his own local government. So he too can enjoy that soft life. He just want to enjoy life. Say, we did Alaja Ramos' 50th birthday. Oshupa on stage. See how they don't keep people in Abarakpao. They don't keep it. Hey, hello, my show. We thank God for life, Sha. Abi, Oshupa, let's play. Let's take selfie. All of that. That's what they want to do. Is that not what you want to do? So it sounds so kind of hard to take it in if Mayegun is telling you that one time is coming soon, and you will begin to, some people said it's already there, by the way. You will sit down and you begin to review all the parties that you want to go to for security reasons. Abi? So why can't you just let Amotekun do the job that they were established to do, instead of turning Amotekun into police, marital police, Yahoo police, or what is it they call them? Computer village police, people who are checking phones on the street. Why terrorists are taking our people in the forest, chasing our farmers? How many of you watching me right now I've seen people who experienced firsthand the Fulani terrorists in Yorubaland? How many of you remember them? There are many Yorubas who invested in farms. You see, Nigeria is suffering from food shortages right now. Okay, Nigeria is going through hell. Hunger is top of the table. Then you can't put terrorism by side. Now die. So you would expect ordinarily that people should go and farm now. What is wrong with people? Everybody is complaining. Bag of rice is 70,000. What is wrong with you? Go and farm. They're just lazy. It's so easy for you to say, Abi. They talk now. You self they talk. And they talk. You self they give idea. Mayegun, I know what I'm saying. All these things is not government. You cannot be blaming government. Is it government that say you should not go and farm? Back in the days, we have small farm. Mayegun, you remember? I remember. Oh, yeah. Continue, ma Jabolo. You remember, Mayegun? We used to have small farm at the back of our houses. When we were in school, we had this small Matonrai. Shongbo. Continue to deceive yourself, because to you they make sense, Abi. You don't get sense. You don't get any sense. People invested their millions. We have testimonies. We have the victims. We have the witnesses. We have all this on record. In Yorubaland, I'm talking about mechanized farming. Thousands of hectares of farms, of land. And they put in all the works. Civil servants too. Some of you, I don't know if you have heard, we've seen people who have put their money, civil servant, to go and start small farm. Many of them cannot go back to the farms anymore. Why? When it is nearing the time of harvest, you know what the Fulani terrorists did? They marched their cows onto those farms. Big farms, big farms in Yorubaland. They marched their cows in there and they started harvesting those crops. Maybe na maize, cassava, yam, whatever you've planted. They start harvesting them. I mean, this is not like running cows through your farms. No, not just that. They will stay there. They will harvest some and they will feed them to their cows. You as a farm owner, you walk in, bragging, hey, what is all this nonsense? What are you doing? Well, you are destroying my farm. Oh yeah, what is all this? You are doing They will tell you, if you don't behave yourself, we'll kill you. Imagine you as a farmer walking into your farm after investing tens of millions of your naira. I'm telling you life experiences here. I'm not making all of this up. So you might think, really? Don't really mean. Don't stop saying really, like it's something that is so strange to you. It's not strange. So many of you just grown cold hearts. You became sort of indifferent to all this news. You've grown cold. But they're happening. People are counting their losses. Some of them are watching me. Maybe now 1 or 2 or 3 of you who have experienced this, you are watching me right now and you are like, it's true. Abi? Or is it not? You are counting your losses. Because of this, people cultivated thousands of acres of land for food. Some even borrowed money, took loans from bank. In Yorubaland, they did not come out with one single taproot of any of the what they planted. True life story. So some of them just felt like, well, I'm not going to waste my time. There's nothing the military could do. There's nothing the police can do. If you dare fight them, they will mobilize back again. You are dead. Eventually, you have to abandon the farm. People are abandoning thousands of hectares of land, of farmlands, for terrorists, Fulani terrorists to harvest in Yorubaland. This is not a make-up story. Professor Wole Soyinka experienced same. Yes, he did. And they threatened him. They know him. They said, if you try anything, we'll kill you. That's it. In Yorubaland. So where is Amotekun? People will say. Where is Amotekun? It's not different from the same thing you are witnessing in northern Nigeria. How many of you remembered that day that they killed and beheaded 110 farmers, rice farmers in northern Nigeria last year? How many of you still remember that? It is all deliberate. The military can take them out anytime. But guess what? The military is also compromised. It's business, man. You are the commodity. I don't want to be commodity in the hands of all these jihadists in Nigeria. The political class who are going to say a lot of things. All talks, no action. They're going to say a lot of things. They have been saying a lot of things right now. Sit them down and say, oh yeah, give us the blueprint, how you're going to end this. They have none. You're going to play into their hands. Participate in their fraudulent election. Then the violence will start. Everything will go back to zero. You validated it already. Then you're going to be trapped in it for longer, as you can see. None of them has any plan. The plan is very, very simple. Spread the fear, okay? The people will figure it out themselves. While the terrorists are doing all of that, the impression the politicians are giving at the federal level is that it is because of a climate change. They said the Fulani terrorists are everywhere doing all of this because they have nowhere to rear their cows, to feed their cows. That's a lie. In the last 7 years alone, the people of Nigeria, they have lost over $18 billion paid as ransom to different kind of terrorists in the last 7 years alone. $18 billion. That's quite there, isn't it? A stretch. Yes. So the politicians, therefore, turned it into business. According to one of the terrorists, you know what he said? He said, government officials told them that as long as Nigeria is boiling, Nigerian government will be getting more money. What does that mean? Nigeria will be getting money from abroad in the name of support. Then Nigerian politicians will continue to budget huge amount of money in the name of fighting insecurity. Your politicians and your generals, they will be smiling to banks while you will continue to bury your dead. It is spreading, it is there, right? So that's how they are making money from it. So the terrorists understand this. The politicians understand this. And therefore, the politicians will have to do their job to make this look like they are doing something legit. In the APC, Egbekebe's case, to end all of this wahala, they have a solution. And that solution is, first they called it grazing route. You're having grazing route on people's lands, and you call it a federal grazing route for cows to pass. You the mentor in other people's land because of one Nigeria. There's nothing called grazing route anywhere. They created it to make it comfortable for themselves. Cattle rearing is meant to be a private business, Abi. If you, Emeka, if you want to go into farming, cattle rearing, are you going to go and buy guns and start kidnapping people, or killing soldiers, killing policemen, kidnapping, and all of that, because you want to start a cow farm or cow ranch? Is that all right? Is that how it is? No. You, my brother, crown feet, my brothers are all, let me say, my own brethren here too. Sir Crown feet, you are in Toronto. You are a Yoruba man. If you want to start your pig business or cow business in any part of Nigeria today, are you going to go and buy guns first, or you are going to go and look for the capital to start the business? So in Nigeria, if you are not a Fulani and you want to start a cow business, you are on your own. But if you are a Fulani, you are a government Pekin. Even if you are killing people, kidnapping people, raping women, killing children, you are not doing anything wrong. Now climate change cause them. Do you see that hypocrisy? So in Nigeria, rather than the government, the authority to go after these terrorists who are committing the crimes, right? They are finding a leeway for them. So they said grazing routes. Now, because the grazing routes no day, that is why they are killing people. Okay, you will never get the grazing route. So if you want to continue killing people, then you should also be ready for what is coming for you. The government turned around, they said, okay, we have to create cattle colony. The cattle colony means in southern Nigeria, the government and the people must provide lands where government will now develop. And these Fulani killing people can be settled there. They will build schools for them. They will build hospitals for them. They will build markets for them. They will build ranches for them. They will make sure they have water there and they have grass to feed and all of that. That is the second solution proposed. Give your land and we will develop the land for them so they will stop killing you. And they said, cattle business is a private business. So how could government be given this as a solution? People rejected it. The killings continued. I'm not even talking about the northern Nigeria. I'm talking about southern Nigeria now. Every day, the people of southern Nigeria will receive threats from Yetiala. Why? Because the people of southern Nigeria are adamant, and for them not willing to give up their land, they are doing so, which is completely against national interest, against northern Nigeria. Because the national interest of Nigeria, the northern interest is now the national interest of Nigeria. We receive the threat every day, and we are paying the supreme prices every day. and we are also being underreported every day. So when that didn't fly, they said, okay. If I say, all of you, you know, understand what we are doing. We are trying to save you. These people are going to kill you. We can't do anything to protect you. We are trying to save you. Okay, you know what? We have set up another committee to find solution. That committee is coming back, and they said the solution is called RUGA, Rural Grazing Area. RUGA. What the hell is RUGA? Cattle business is a private business, and therefore you cannot force people to give their lands to terrorists who have killed and kidnapped them simply because they wanted that to happen. People rejected that as well. The killings continued. And as we speak today, in order to stop people from talking about it the way I'm talking about it now, in order for people to stop reporting it the way you have been seeing different documentaries reporting all these killings, the government of Nigeria, their lawmakers, sadly, a lawmaker from southern Nigeria, proposed a bill to gag everyone from talking about it. They called it Social Media Bill, Hate Speech Bill. These two bills were put together to stop people from reporting what you are just hearing me talk about today. If the bill passed, then it would have sent many of us to jail for just talking about it alone. Are you with me? While the terrorists continue to cash out, as they said, it is a business. Don't interfere. The final one, what they call the solution, is now called, well, they brought it the first time, they call it Waterway Bill, which will give the control of all the waterways in Nigeria to the federal government of Nigeria, the Fulani government of Nigeria. We will then redistribute the lands around these waterways to these Fulani terrorists. According to them, that is a solution. So people rejected it again. The killings continued. And today, as you are watching this video, they have renamed the bill. It is now called Water Resources Bill. Remember, it was waterway bills. No, it is now called Water Resources Bill. And you as a person, whether you are an Hausa man, whether you are from the southern Nigeria, you should be worried. And I'm glad the Hausa North are beginning to speak out. And in fact, they are now fighting back. Water Resources Bill is even more devilish than the Waterway Bill. And as we speak, they are pushing that same bill currently in the National Assembly, and they are working to make sure that it is passed. When it passes, yeah, the Fulani terrorists you see in your forest, they will divide themselves. Others will take over those lands that they will be allocated to them. I've said this many times, and like some said, it's never going to happen. Just like you believe that terrorists will never be bold enough to kill people in Yorubaland, then what happened? It gonna happen. Ibarapa happened, and we have seen our people as refugees in Benin Republic from Yewa North, Yewa South, Ogun State. It happened, my brother. It did happen. So everything will happen if you continue to indulge Nigeria. It is all lies. The whole wahala we are witnessing today is no other than one, the failed power mongers whose only interest is to push an agenda that will eventually doom Nigeria. And to them, Nigeria is already doomed. They just want to save Nigeria. And the people that can save Nigeria are these jihadists, Muslim. They call themselves. Some even said, are you sure these ones are Muslims? They are just terrorists who are identified, just like so many people have been like, they have been, I'm a Hausa Fulani. There's nothing like a Hausa Fulani, my brother. If you are a Fulani, you are a Fulani. If you are an Hausa, you are an Hausa, okay? Put it that way. And in this case, be human too. Be human. That's so important. Because you see all these Fulani barbarians and these terrorists, no, they are not humans, I would say. But it is now so bad. Do you know that it is so bad now that the failure of these criminals who are power mongers in this Nigeria, their failure has now jeopardized, or let me say, has now endangered an average innocent Fulani who have been living in that same northern Nigeria. It is now tit for tat. So you should keep your own gunpowder dry in southern Nigeria, because as we speak, whether you want it or not, the northern Hausas, they are now saying that they will no longer take this subjugation and killings lightly. And in fact, they know they are killers. They said it boldly, loudly. They are Fulani terrorists. Mhm. And these terrorists who have gained so much prominence and power, they also believe that to hell with all of you, what do you want to do? But Babashir Lawal, the grass cutter, the man that's supposed to be in prison, this man that you're about to watch is meant to be in prison, in jail, serving life imprisonment for what he did. Okay, let me tell you what he did first, so that you don't begin to catch feelings like, oh, he spoke well. They always speak. None of their talk is in your interest. Okay, you are going to play into their hands if you listen to them. It is all about this same one Nigeria. They are just being served their own breakfast, and they are joining the old wailing wailers too. You see, this Babashir Lawal is the first person that Bokwari appointed, the first appointment made by Bokwari, the secretary to the government of the federation. Okay, is meant to be the engine room of that government to get the government ready. Okay, get it ready to work. When this way they started, they were the first scammers that used Bokwari's signature to cash out big time. The first 2 or 3 weeks after Bokwari came in, they said they wanted to rescue the victims of Boko Haram who are in refugee camps. They need to return them back to their houses safely and make sure that terrorists never touch them again. All of their destroyed houses will be rebuilt, and all of that stuff, blah 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 blah. So they called it a presidential committee on rehabilitation, blah 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 blah, whatever, for Northeast. Baba, billions of naira was voted to the office of Babashir Lawal. Let's cut the long story short. This guy, within the space of 6 months, turned to billionaire. His wife, his sons, daughter, his in-law, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, suddenly they became suppliers, businessmen who are now working with the presidency of Nigeria, presidential intervention money for Northeast. They were supposed to be building new houses, building new schools, building things for those who are victims of Boko Haram. Rather than that, they were building more refugee camps. So it got to a stage, the National Assembly under Saraki started investigating him. Like, how could you be in charge of the refugees, victims of Boko Haram in northern Nigeria, and you are doing this? 210 trucks of grains were ordered to be released from the Nigerian silo from northern Nigeria. Food where other people preserve or save though. Within the first 4 months, Bokwari said they should release the food for the people in IDP camps. Babashir Lawal was in charge. 210 trucks. You know, all those trucks with 32 tires, all those big ones. They loaded 32 of them with those big cup. They said they should take them to refugee camps, process them, and then take them to refugee camps. In transit, over 170 of those trucks just gone missing. They disappeared. They didn't get to the destination. At the end of the day, all of the rice, all their content, the rice, the grains, everything they took, they found their way to warehouse in Kano, where they were rebagging them to be resold to the markets. That was another part of the scam. But you know, the one where can shock the National Assembly was that Babashir Lawal, within a space of 6 months, have spent over 100 billion naira for the people of the victims of northern Nigeria, the Boko Haram in northern Nigeria. 6 months, so they don't spend like 100 billion. No. Because where the money? The refugees, we see them everywhere on the street. They are begging for money. They are holding everybody in traffic. They have no food. We can see them living it's terrible, terrible conditions. How you can't spend all this money where did you spend the money? And so Babashir Lawal started their cooking figures. Part of the ridiculous one was that they used 241 million naira to cut grass around the refugee camp because snakes were biting the refugees inside their camp. Snakes. So they used 241 million naira to clear grass. They said the refugees in northern Nigeria, they were eating the food of over 100 million naira every day. Can you imagine that? Eating food of 100 million naira every day. Yet you are begging for food on the street, begging, looking dirty, unclean, because they are refugees. They have destroyed their homes. They have killed their parents. Some they have killed their wives, their husbands, and all that. And the government has abandoned them. Babashir Lawal was cashing out. How could he use that? This guy now Oleo. This guy now Oleo. Buhari sack him. Sack him is a thief. Sack him. Buhari wrote a letter back to the National Assembly and said, I've investigated him. Babashir Lawal is clean. He's doing a great job. Therefore, I'm not sacking him. They can't release another report again to cover up Babashir Lawal with the Nigeria Air Force. There's a place called Ran in Borno. Ran is an area where they put the refugees. They build a camp there. It's not really a camp, okay? It's just an abandoned school, okay? Abandoned school that people, tens of thousands of people are currently, they were taking refuge. The Nigerian Red Cross, they are there. The different NGOs, they are there. People who are taking food, who are taking materials, who are taking stuff to them as support, they are always there. People know there. Everyone knows there. EU, all these people have been there. President have been there. Bokwari has been there. Baba, to cover up Babashir Lawal's corruption, to show that, or to I don't know what even prompted that. During that investigation, for no reason, the Nigerian Air Force just went to that place. They bombed the place. They said they received the wrong signal, that Boko Haram are converging in a place. How could Boko Haram be converging in a place that all of you know? And you look at the map, you look at everything, you see when there, you bomb the place once, not once, so they bombed the place not twice, so not 3 times, so they bombed the place 4 times. 4 times. They want to level everybody. The refugees, the people helping them, Red Cross, doctors, anybody who is there, kill all of them to cover up the money that Babashir Lawal stole. Maybe they didn't tell you this story. Today, Babashir Lawal is the one championing the right of Christians in northern Nigeria after the party, the jihadist party that is part of, after the killings that is part of, is now about to throw him under the bus because he's a Christian, okay? They said he's a Christian. And as a Christian, he's inconsequential. He's just a willing tool, like many, many like him in that same Nigerian government, right? With the way they are taking Nigeria, okay, the Islamization they are talking about, if you don't believe in it, the people who brought APC, Egbe to power, the people who have kept lip sleep all this while, now their own sing song be that too now, because Babashir Lawal is a Christian. He's now defending the right of, what have you? Now, wait till they talk out. Now, fake Pastor Ruga. It was during that time when Buhari wrote a letter to defend Babashir Lawal. Now, so Buhari comes sick. They take him to London. Fake Pastor Ruga, Ikene Shatabandu, became the acting president. Now, Shatabandu felt like, man, how could Secretary to the Government of the Federation of Nigeria be this corrupt? This one no pure. Now, so Shatabandu can sack him. Babashir Lawal, the Secretary to the, he has his own plane, That's the kind of life he was enjoying, If you are the SGF of Nigeria, they will give you your own plane. The same way Buhari has plane. Aisha has her own plane. Their children, they have the plane that takes them everywhere they want to go to. The plane that will take Aisha anywhere is different from the one that takes Buhari. The plane that takes Aisha's children is different from the one that takes Aisha. Maybe you don't know. The Senate president of Nigeria, they gave him plane. The Speaker of Nigeria, they gave him plane. The Secretary to the Government of Nigeria, they gave him plane. You see all those service chiefs, all the military ships you have in Nigeria, all of them, they have one plane that take them everywhere. All of them, presidential jet, they call them. Nigeria has 11 presidential jets, including one Chinook, maybe not be Chinook, one helicopter like that, or maybe 2 helicopters. So it serves them all the time. So this Babashiru Lawal was enjoying everything, looting, stealing, killing. Do you know the people who were in the IDP camp? Majority of them, they were Christians. You know, Boko Haram said, Western education is haram. If you are a Christian, you are an infidel. You can't do Borono. Baba na die now. So Babashiru Lawal, a Christian, stole the money that is meant to rehabilitate the victims of Boko Haram. When he wanted to cover it up, he worked with the Nigerian Air Force, who bombed refugee camp 4 times. And they came back, they said it was a mistake. We are so sorry. We are so sorry it was a mistake. We received an intel that Boko Haram were grouping in the area. So we decided to go and neutralize them. You could go and neutralize them. They killed more than 600 human beings that day. Over 600, including health workers. I'm not making this up. Go and Google it now. There are many staff of Red Cross who died. They died because they were helping people there. Because Nigeria, they were not killed by Boko Haram. They are not killed by terrorists. They were killed by APC, Egbe, just to cover up the fraud of Babashiru Lawal. Momo will leave the messenger. Let's listen to the message. Babashiru Lawal.
And sadly, APC started it. And sadly, APC started it. Religion does matter in this context. So APC should be ready for the consequences of the outcome. It is important to reiterate that we Nigerian Christians want to live in peace and harmony with all practitioners of other religions. We want to enjoy social and economic developments like other parts of the world. But without peace, justice, and religious harmony, this is not possible. And we are not ready to be cheated out of our rights. On our part, we neither seek to oppress nor dominate anyone or any religion. But we also will resist anyone trying to discriminate against us and our religion. Once again, we were not the ones that started this fight. The APC started it and must be ready to carry the cross it has created. Blaming Christians and heaping insults on Khan will take them nowhere. For how do we expect Christians to keep silent when a northern state governor publicly states that they pressured Tinubu into getting a northern Muslim VP because they did not believe him to be a good Muslim? Is the VP going to be the national deputy chief imam? How do they expect us to keep silent when another northern state governor goes to Osun State and urges them to vote for someone just because he's a Muslim? Was he there for election campaign or for dawah?
I told you, if I play that video first, some of you go to catch feelings. Oh, he's saying the truth. Oh, Babashiru. I'm not the catch feelings for politicians, so it's Orongo. All about catch feelings for. Here you get me now. They are all the same. They come from the same world. They will use tribe. They will use religion. They will use everything to deceive you, so that somehow you begin to see them as part of you. We Christians, when did he turn to Christian now? Is it when they told him his place in APC, Egbekegbe? Now the guy who buy Tinubu's form be that. That's the guy who paid 100 million to get Tinubu form, presidential form. So make all of Lagos Abobakus. No know just the masturbate in public, okay? Now the guy will buy your Oga form be that. Now he don't clear. Now they have left you. They have left you. Eh? Continue. I have another part.
What can be a better example of religion in politics than those demonstrated by these governors of APC? Clearly, there is an agenda to politically, religiously, and economically suppress and oppress the northern Christian. But we are up to the task. We will protect ourselves. We will defend ourselves. And we will defend our interests. The PVC and our prayers will be our weapons of choice, and we will massively deploy them in 2023. But while we are ready to do this battle in politics of exclusion and oppression, we are open to discussions with anyone who wants to engage with the Christian community, provided it is in good faith. And finally, as I always do, I want to end this speech with this quotation from Romans 8, verse 31. What then shall we say in response to all these things? If God is for us, who can be against us?
So it is not me. No be Mayegun won't cause your division. Your division is already real. I'm just reporting it. Then I'm also warning other people who are towing the path where they are being deceived that there is something at the end of the tunnel. There's nothing there. We've checked it. There's no light, nothing. Even the eyewitness, the person will be the eyewitness. They don't blind them. You know, they see again. Are you with me? So these are the people who are going to milk the division they created, be it religion, be it tribal, be it ethnic, and every other thing they push. I am asking you, once they say us, be careful where you put yourself before you are counted as us. Let all of us. And be careful of those you are counting yourself with. Currently, as we speak, according to Babashir Lawal, the northern Christians are now political orphans. They are looking for the political party that can take them. But I bet some of you actually know that they are not looking far. They are already making a move. But the only confusion there be say, is it going to be to this or to another one? I don't know. After that meeting, Babashir Lawal was seen in River State, Port Harcourt, to meet with Wirewike. About we don't become orphan. APC don't abandon us. APC don't use us and abandon us. They don't care. They go choose Shatima because they don't believe say Tinubu be the original Muslim. We know say Atiku na Muslim, of course, but at least he has a Christian to balance. So we are represented. What do you think with Wirewike? Or might be like they go to the wrong person. We'll figure that out. We'll find out later where they are going. But you're gonna follow them. Go on. They go play you like they play, like football. Felele. Because some of us know this is going nowhere. Nowhere. Why did I say that? The jihadists and the terrorists are hell-bent in burning Nigeria. Okay? And somehow, they are doing a good job about that. So don't stand on their way other than if you are not ready to actually stop them. Don't keep Nigeria for them because they will always have something to recharge their energy to come back to you. Somebody like this will likely or may become your president soon as well. And with this mindset as a Yoruba man, tell me how you're going to talk to me and tell me that my future is not in danger. Tell me how you're going to convince me that this is not a threat to my existence as a Yoruba man in what Nigeria has become today from these terrorists as well.
Elon Musk is talking about constricting the journey from London to New York to 31 minutes. But unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my food. To hell with restructuring. Let's improve on the quality of.
To hell with restructuring. People with that kind of mindset in one Nigeria that they are proposing for you, they are threats to my liberty. They are threats to my freedom. They are threats to my existence. And you can't say my fear or my threat. The threat to my life doesn't mean anything to you. It does to many of us. That's why I'm saying don't join them. Don't be blackmailed into joining them. Understand the whole context very well. They will self-destruct. They are taking Nigeria to where Nigeria don't know. But some of us know. Eventually, right? Everybody's going to have to take their own destiny into their own hands. They will make you do it. It's just a matter of time. The Hausas, my Hausa brothers and sisters, my Fulani brothers and sisters all over there. You know one thing? We can save ourselves all this nonsense, so to say, if we all agree that let us break it up. If you break it up, everyone will respect that boundary. If you cross them, whatever you get, whatever you see, may you collect them. Here you get. Until that is done, until you realize that you have been taken, well, I believe you have realized, but until you actually put actions to your words, so to say, to bring back what is yours, which is your identity that they have managed to, like a chameleon, to swallow and suck in. If you don't, you see what everyone is facing in other part of Nigeria, yeah, is more or less like we are just waiting, yeah, for the northern Nigeria to also see the light and then push back. So if you, as an Hausa man watching me right now, verified all I have said, and somehow in your mind, you know that the only reason why they could do this to you and your people all the time and even get away with it is because Nigeria is still one. If anyone is telling you that somebody is going to come tomorrow and end this, it's not true. It's not true. You just have to get used to. You have to get used to it under another people, and it is actually the same thing, killings and all that. But put it a restructured Nigeria, which is more or less like a broken up Nigeria, can put an end to all this madness. They will know their boundary. You will have a chance of defending and protecting yourselves. Nobody in the military or police will therefore come and give them cover. Now, if you don't break that up, between you and them, this is just the beginning. To my Yoruba brothers and sisters, it is real. Whatever they are telling you, whatever they are feeding you with, you see all these threats. If you don't want Yorubaland to become a Zamfara soon, you would never, ever join them, especially this APC, Egbekegbe, and everything you know already. You will never, ever join them and let them have any kind of a chance at all in any way in Yorubaland. Only if you know. I'll talk my own. It's up to you if you actually act on that or not. Now all of us go what? Go chop the breakfast. I'm going to see you some other time. Until then.
Bugwala ma je breakfast. Asiko ni kanuku ma je tie ototoni. Summa bilai.
I'll see you tonight. If you ever have a chance of joining me later, you can like this broadcast if you haven't, share it if you haven't, and then subscribe if you haven't as well. But if you have done all of that, sure, I'm going to see you later. So, good afternoon.
Sunraki Ayégun ti dé Ayégun ti dé Ọ̀jẹ̀lú Sunraki Ayégun ti dé Sunraki Ayégun ti dé lórí Facebook Ayégun ti dé Sunraki Ayégun ti dé lórí YouTube Ayégun ti dé Sunraki Ayégun ti dé bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́ Sunraki. bíjò ìgbádìyẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn láti
Máyégún ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn láti
Máyégún ti dé.
kí gómìnà kówó jẹ
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn láti
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn láti
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn láti
Máyégún ti dé.
òkúra olóṣèlú
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn láti
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì
Máyégún ti dé.
máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀